from the Charlotte Coliseum in Charlotte, it's the Charlotte Bobcats and the Detroit Pistons. Hi, I'm Marv Alvin, along with the czar, Mike Fratello, and we're ready for the player introduction.
Starting at forward, Primoz Bresic. Starting at center, Slavko Vranic. Starting at the other forward, Leon Smith. Starting at guard, Doug Overton. Starting at the other guard, Jeff Trepanier. The coach, Bernie Bickerstaff.
Charlotte gets possession, and they'll look for their first points of this ball game. The Charlotte Bobcats passing the ball around the court. The Pistons are playing tight defense. Bresic low on the post, comes up with two. O'Neal with the jumper. Post shot is no good. Vranic with the solid defensive effort.
He did a very good job of staying with his man and challenging the shot.
Trepanier is surrounded. No good. Carter is met by Vranic. Stolen by Trepanier. He sets up on the left side. Ten seconds showing on the shot clock. From the post, yes!
Let's see that again from a different angle.
Carter with the jump shot. Carter is fouled, and he's being sent to the line. Good on the first. He hits both. Out of bounds on the loose ball. 4 on the clock. A terrific interception by Davis. Brings it around for the windmill. The Charlotte Bobcats are lucky that pass did not get picked off.
They've thrown a number of...
Rejected from behind. Kevin Garnett. The Pistons lead by 2. He hits it over him. A nice job of not being tentative by Carter. Loose ball, out of bounds. Smith, play by Carter. Nicely done by Garnett. Bryant with the ball. Trepanier challenges the shot.
Jeff Trepanier.
Bryant draws the foul and goes to the line for 2. Makes the first. Bryant makes both free throws. Overton with a step outside the line. A nice steal by Overton. Guarded closely by Davis. Carter knocked it loose and got the steal.
That was some good pesky defense that time.
The ball being worked around by the Charlotte Bobcats. Bryant comes up with it.
A nice steal there. Good hands by the defender.
The setup by Davis. They are starting to catch fire. They may be looking to put this game away.
They look energized right now. The other team has to be concerned.
Overton handling. Carter takes it away. Advances up court. Bryant working from the middle. Able to hit from the perimeter.
Davis pressured the ball and caused that turnover, Mark.
He looks very focused right now defensively. Shaquille O'Neal powers it through. The Charlotte Bobcats are really struggling today with turnovers.
The passer needs to make sure the intended receiver is open and ready. Turnover. He comes away with that pass.
The layup doesn't fall. Brings it up court. Baron Davis puts it down with power. The Pistons are stifling their opponents tonight. Carter with the nice steal.
His man exposed the ball, trying to set up for the first step, and he stripped him of it with his quick hands.
O'Neal stepped out of bounds.
Number 21, Tim Duncan.
Davis steals the pass.
Smith with the big-time rejection.
He's making a statement defensively, Czar. That was quite a block. Carter comes up with the ball. He stepped off the line. McGrady seeing his first action of the night for the Pistons.
Tracy McGrady.
With the shot, yes! They've been very solid defensively.
The pressure has been effective, Marv. The other team continues to commit turnovers.
Bryant comes up with it.
And they run it back up court. A nice defensive stop that time, using his quick hands to get the steal.
Davis from in close.
Number 7, Paul Grant. That's his first personal team foul. Number
Grant
3,
with the foul. That's his first personal third team foul. Davis is good on the first. He makes them both. Lange checks into the action off the bench for the Charlotte Bobcats. Brewer defended by Davis. Bryant with the interception. With the tomahawk, a spectacular finish. Kobe Bryant. The Pistons playing airtight defense. Sent away by Duncan.
He stayed with his man and read the play perfectly.
Into the
Great
game
block.
for Detroit, number 11, Yao Ming.
5 on the shot clock. 4 to shoot. The shot.
Baron Davis.
Brewer is fouled and it'll be charged to Davis. No good. Brewer missed them both. The board by Bryant. Davis advances the ball. Knocked away by Lange. Garcia with defenders all over him. Can't find the hole. Finger rolls it out. The feed by Brewer.
The assist, Jamison Brewer.
He has the upper hand in this matchup, Czar.
No doubt. He knows it, and he's going to try and capitalize on it. Bryant able to avoid the block to drain that shot. What a play. Blocked by Yao. He read the other player perfectly and got the rejection.
That was a spectacular defensive play. Sinks the jumper. Released it in time, avoiding the block.
The look on his face, Marv, I think even he was a little surprised he got that shot off cleanly.
The pass played perfectly by McGrady. Sets it up. The shot erased by Stewart. Advances up court. We're seeing some passing by the Charlotte Bobcats. Duncan with a tight-fisted defensive stand. Off the backboard. Wallace comes in for the first time tonight for the Pistons.
Number 3, Ben Wallace.
He shoots. Comes up empty. The Pistons doing a great job of grabbing the misses tonight.
Yeah, they are really taking it to their opponents tonight, not letting up at all.
McGrady with no room to breathe. Hits for 2. He elevates, counted for 2. The Charlotte Bobcats have shown some signs, but have a long ways to go to overcome the early deficit.
The other team has been very aggressive on the offensive end.
Rejected by Stewart.
That was an outstanding block, Mark. He definitely has his moments on defense.
Kidd came up with a lazy pass. He doesn't go for the fit.
He gets it back. Nice job of playing the passing lane.
Clock's at 4. Sundo, clock showing 2, hits the 2. Timeout is called, and it's taken by Detroit.
Jeff Trepanier.
Kidd sets it up on the right side. McGrady on the floor, hits it for 3. Defended hard by Wallace. Comes up with 2. The Pistons did not look very organized defensively on that possession.
A defensive rotation could have prevented that basket.
Off the mark with the turnaround.
When you as the shooter think you have an open shot, and then all of a sudden you see a guy coming at you for the block, that can really affect your rhythm, and that's why the miss.
The defender not giving up any good looks. He doesn't bite on the fake. Wallace with the strip. Brings it up court. Pierce tries the jumper. The Pistons have an 18-point lead. Stefanson taking a look from the right side. Tipped. Shot clock is down to 5. Sends it back. Garnett with quite a play.
He read his man perfectly, Mark.
Garnett moving inside. Stewart rejects that shot. McGrady with a nice defensive play.
The quick hands to strip.
Blocks it. 13 seconds remaining on the clock. Pulling out, the two's no good. Able to pull in his first rebound. Down to 5 in the quarter. Trepanier launches the prayer. Brunich, little room to move. That's the end of the first. The Charlotte Bobcats trail by 18.
This is not the type of start they were hoping for. They still have time to...
Bryant from up close, finger rolls it for 2. Brunich elevates, hits for 2. Bryant setting it up. Puts it up from downtown. Turnarounds, no good.
Trepanier stayed with his man and forced him into a tough 3.
It's important not to give up easy looks from outside. Smith setting up down low and count it.
The Bobcats have had only a few good moments on the offensive end and seem to be struggling to get on the roll.
Defensive foul to number 7.
Their coach has to be happy with how this game is going. They're in front by a comfortable margin.
Larry Brown is a veteran coach who has enjoyed tremendous success with a number of teams. His ability to get the best out of his players is unparalleled in this league.
Advances up court. Davis right up on his man. Smith with the prayer. It doesn't go. He had to get rid of it.
A solid effort at the defensive end.
Terrific defensive pressure by O'Neal. He crosses over, counted for 2.
The Pistons realized they had a clear advantage on that matchup and were able to turn it into some points. They come away with it. Nice play by the defender to force that turnover.
Baron Davis. He won't be denied. Patience being shown by the Charlotte Bobcats. Only 5 left on the shot clock. Down to rejected. He puts it up. Davis with the penetration. Baron Davis. The spectacular dunk. Davis, the very nice defensive play.
His defensive pressure caused that turnover, Marv.
Bryant goes to the crossover. Kobe Bryant with the jumper.
Kobe is such a hard worker, Marv. During the offseason, you'll find him in the gym shooting hundreds of shots day after day. His work ethic is second to none. And no, Marv, I'm not even going to go there with the comparisons to that guy that used to wear number 23.
10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Only 5 to get a shot off. Lange looking to hit from downtown. The 3 is off the mark.
Carter playing some standout defense there. He knew the shot.
What a play! Out of bounds. The officials say it's last touch by the Charlotte Bobcats. Carter covered by Lange. He changes direction. The 3 doesn't go. Overton with it on the right side. Garnett sends it back. O'Neal from down low can't hit for 2 with the emphatic dunk. He sets up on the right. Garnett practically hugging his man defensively. Trepanier rises up, good for the baseline. Powers it through. Baron Davis.
The Pistons are playing with a lot of energy at the defensive end.
The pressure has made things very difficult for the other team. Setting it up on the right. Finger roll doesn't drop.
Detroit continues to make it very difficult for the other team to get offensive rebounds. They're playing some heads-up defense, keeping their bodies between the basket and their man as soon as the shot goes up.
The defender may have bumped him a little, Czar.
Maybe, but no whistle, and he made the shooter miss his shot. As long as the refs aren't calling it, he's going to keep doing what he's doing on defense.
Lange being played by Carter. 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot, down to 2. It's good with 1 on the clock.
That was an impressive play. The ball handler called for the isolation and beat his defender.
Out of bounds, the loose ball, last touch by the Charlotte Bobcats. The Pistons need to be more careful passing the ball.
They're lucky that pass didn't result in a turnover.
Misfires from downtown. Brewer handling. Solid defensive play by Davis. Trepanier out of the crowd. It doesn't go. What a move. Shaquille O'Neal.
The assist to number 8, Kobe Bryant.
Up with the shot.
Kevin
Garnett with the foul. That's his first personal, first team foul. Misses his first. Brisic missed both of them. Can't get the tip in. Rebounds the miss.
To number 15.
Team foul number 2 picked up by the Pistons.
Number 2.
Rims out. Couldn't get either a fall. Garnett with it. Carter in heavy traffic gets 2 with the finger roll. Looking to talk it over.
Number 29, Slavko Vranic.
Setting it up on the left. Davis returns it to him. Davis looking to hit, comes up with 2.
The Pistons getting it done against the overmatched defense. They exploited the mismatch that time.
Completely handcuffed by Carter. The pass stolen by O'Neal.
You need to be aware of where he is when you throw that pass. He plays the passing lanes pretty well, and he'll create some turnovers if you aren't careful.
Misses the 2.
Brewer is not allowing anything easy down low.
He did an outstanding job pressuring the ball. They work it around, trying to find
interception. Beautiful play. He saw that pass all the way and stole it.
Guarded by Brezich. Hit the highlight dunk.
They're struggling to complete passes. They need to slow down and make an effort to stop the unnecessary turnovers. The quick hands and the steal. Good defense to cause that turnover.
Right side, drill line. 2 up.
Ten on the shot clock. Garnett working the post.
Garnett is shooting 33% from the floor.
O'Neal is fouled, and it'll be charged to Brezich. First shot is good. O'Neal sinks them both. Garcia is now checking in for the Charlotte Bobcats.
Garcia.
A terrific interception by Bryant. Carter with the notion to fire. The Pistons lead by 35. O'Neal sends it away. Davis from downtown. Can't hit from downtown. The height discrepancy creating problems for the shooter there.
A good screen should free up that guy for some open looks. Right now, it's just too much of an advantage for the defender.
Brewer picked up by Davis. Garnett is all over his man.
Turnover. He comes away with that pass.
Davis sets it up on the right side. That's a tough matchup.
His defender will definitely have his hands full.
Oh, a great rejection. Bryant sends it out of bounds.
That pass may have gotten away from him on the release.
24, Doug Overton.
10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Garnett swats it away. Loose ball, last touch by the Pistons. Intercepted by Davis. Here's Bryant. Davis with the helper.
What a play. That was a nice lead pass he made for the assist on that break. Garnett anticipated that pass.
Davis abuses him with the crossover. Bronic denies the shot. From down low with the gorgeous move. Takes the contact, adjusts his shot in midair, and gets it to go. Out of bounds, last touch by the Charlotte Bobcats.
For Detroit, number 21, Tim Duncan.
McGrady beats him with the crossover. McGrady is banged up in that collision.
Michael Stewart's first foul in the final 2 minutes.
Not sure if it's his hand or his arm, but it was definitely his right side that got hurt. Teams never like seeing one of their main guys get injured.
They have no more fouls to give. Can't hit the first. Pierce comes away empty.
They have the time to go for a 2-for-1 here. Lots of time left if they manage the clock properly.
They are sharing the ball on the offensive end.
Let's get another look at that play. Vranic steals a pass.
They continue to throw bad passes that result in turnovers.
It's tough to win games when you don't take care of the basketball.
Denied by O'Neal. No shot clock now as time winds down. Tight defense by Garcia. Davis with the shot. The delivery by Bryant. Vranic flinging it from half court. And on that note, the second quarter is finished. The Charlotte Bobcats trail by 39.
The effort just hasn't been there, and they're facing a huge deficit heading into the second half. It will take an amazing comeback to get the score close.
The score may already be out of reach, and it's only halftime. O'Neal posting up. Stewart rejects it. With the jumper, Carter with the pressure. No good from the top of the circle. Trepanier with the sound defense. 10 seconds showing on the shot clock. Hits the two. Going over the top of the bigger defender that time.
He challenged him that time and came up with the basket. Sometimes that's what you have to do against a defender who's bigger than you. You can't be tentative. Be aggressive. Go at the defense. Take chances. He gets it back. Nice job of playing the passing lane.
He crosses over. Comes from behind for the block. Advances up court. Nobody able to come up with that loose ball. Sent back by Vranic. Misses from the post. Pulls in another rebound.
Barnett spikes the pass.
Bryant in traffic, comes up empty. Played solid defense down low and forced the opposition into a tough shot. Only 5 left on the shot clock. 3 on the clock. Overton tees it up straight away for 2 from the top of the circle. The loose ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Charlotte Bobcats. Bryant at the rim.
To number 7, Primoz Brzic. That's his 4th personal team foul. Number 1.
Bryant was hit on the attempt and is sent to the line. It's good. Two for 2. Lange coming into the game off the bench for the Charlotte Bobcats. Smith with the jumper, no good from straight away.
Carter was able to contest that shot and force the miss. We're seeing some nice defense from him right now.
Lange with the rejection.
O'Neal playing for the pass.
Sets it up. Here's Carter. The two's no good. It's no rejection. Bonic with the jump shot off the mark from the post. Lange at the basket. Lange is fouled on the shot, and he is sent to the line. Doesn't fall. Lange missed them both.
Garnett is crashing the boards and making sure the other team doesn't get any second chances.
From downtown, hits it for three. He was able to hit with a man in his face. A nice shot by Bryant. Nicely done by Bryant.
He played them that time. He made them think the pass was there and then took it away. Nice steal.
The Pistons taking their time and getting that extra touch. With the shot, can't find the hole. O'Neal with the nice-looking post move.
He's so quick, Marv. It seems unfair for defenders because he's so big and strong, and then he pulls moves like that out of his repertoire.
Overton advances the ball. O'Neal steals the pass.
Again, a difficult pass is intercepted by the other team. They need to learn from their mistakes and cut down on the careless turnovers.
From the paint. With the pull-up, count the bucket. That's a goaltending violation.
Awarded into the game for the Bobcats. Number 7, Paul Grant.
Out of bounds. The officials say it's last touched by the Charlotte Bobcats.
The other team is stepping up the defensive pressure. They need to be careful here.
That was close to being a turnover. The spectacular putback.
He one-timed it home. Where was the box out?
Only 5 to get a shot off. Tries one from the perimeter. The three is off the mark. Puts it in from close range. Batted away by Grant. Garnett denies him. Carter closely guarded, off the mark.
Overton extended himself there to force him into the difficult shot.
Ten to put it up. Shot clock is down to 5. Trepanier with 2 left. No good from three-point line. Grant from close range. He changes direction. Oh, it's denied. He puts one up. The action controlled around the key. Grant, low in the post, out of bounds. The loose ball, last touch by the Pistons. McGrady will rejoin his teammates out on the court.
They're rolling the dice by putting him back in after that injury. Let's see how effective he will be.
Sent away by Duncan.
Nice steal. Good defense there, taking it away from him.
Carter, right at the basket.
To number 7, Paul Grant. That's his second personal. Team foul, number 2.
Grant with the foul. That's his second personal, second team foul. No good. He hits 1 of 2 from the line. Now entering the game for the Pistons. Brewers setting it up on the left side. Carter stays on his feet. 10 seconds showing on the shot clock. Garcia comes up with the ball. Loose ball, last touched by the Pistons. Pierce is checking it off the bench for the Pistons. 3 to shoot. Sends the prayer. Jumpers off the mark. The attempt from downtown missed after the solid defensive play by Kidd. Backs him down. Duncan with his foot over the line. Brewer working from the right side. Ball's passed around by the Charlotte Bobcats. Out of bounds, last touch by the Pistons. They nearly turned it over. That was not a smart pass.
They need to make sure the intended receiver is clearly open.
Lange with 3 left. The perimeter shot is off the mark. Pierce with a tremendous effort to challenge the shooter.
That was a very strong defensive stand, forcing them to throw it up, trying to avoid the 24-second violation.
Duncan directing traffic from the left side. That was not a smart pass. It was almost picked off.
They're lucky it wasn't a turnover.
The 3 doesn't go. Ten seconds to get a shot off. The pass played perfectly by Kidd. Setting it up. Knocked away by Vranic. It's a backcourt violation call on the Charlotte Bobcats.
The players without the ball have to do a better job of helping out and relieving the pressure.
Kidd from point-blank range.
To number 35, Leon Smith. That's his first personal team foul.
Kidd is fouled, and he's being sent to the line.
Jason
It
Kidd.
drops. He hits both. Grant is coming off the bench for the Charlotte Bobcats. No good. Duncan has been very well positioned defensively.
He's disrupting shots and making it difficult for the other team to score.
Young gets it off, hits the 2.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Four left on the clock. Grant down to 2, hits for 2.
The isolation play was executed to perfection. Great job finishing the play.
Pierce with the change of direction. He shoots. Can't hit for 2. Almost taken away. Shot clock is down to 5. Clock's at 4. Down to 2. Grant being guarded closely. They continue to own the boards at the defensive end.
They've really played some smart basketball tonight, getting the good position, boxing out, and controlling the defensive boards.
The shot. The 2's no good. Detroit's earned a number of second chance opportunities this quarter.
They continue to be very impressive today on the offensive boards.
Duncan with the interception. He sets up on the left side. Kidd guarded by Brewer. Misses the two. The shot clock's been turned off. 15 seconds to play in the quarter. The passing lane played by Yao. Kidd from area code distance. 3/4 of this one have been played. The Charlotte Bobcats trail by 49.
They've been outplayed at both ends of the floor.
Grant clutch to 5. Yes, a difficult shot that time.
He did a nice job of avoiding the block. Kept his eye on the rim, followed through, and got it in.
Davis with it on the right.
Interception. Beautiful play. He saw that pass all the way and stole. Carter looks very focused right now defensively.
He knew exactly when to go for the steal. Comes up with 2. Timeout is called by the Charlotte Bobcats. Lange lets it go.
To number 15.
Lange was hit on the attack and is sent to the line.
Foul, number 1.
First one's no good. Lange missed both of them. The rebound by Carter. Overton came up with a lazy pass.
He was showcasing his quickness there. 1 minute the passing lane was open. The next minute, he's there to pick it off.
Blocked by Garnett.
How about the defense, Marv? Exceptional so far.
They caused the other team to commit a number of turnovers. Overton sets it up on the right side. A terrific interception by Davis. Great effort on the defensive end.
He managed to disrupt the other team's offensive flow.
The dish off by Davis. Trepanier could have prevented that basket with a foul.
He should have made him earn the 2 points from the line.
Ten on the shot clock.
Bryant anticipated that pass.
Bobcats foul. To number 3.
Carter is fouled on the shot, and he is sent to the line. He gets it to fall. Carter gets them both. The Charlotte Bobcats trying to find the open man. Only 5 to get a shot off. 2 seconds. Brisic just in time. Doesn't fall from the left of the circle. The shooter had to force up the quick shot and wasn't able to hit. That was some good defense being played by Oh, what a block. Davis releasing.
Davis steals a pass.
He crosses, sends it back. Overton moving inside.
To number 32.
O'Neal with the foul. That's his first personal, second team foul. Overton makes his first. 2 for 2. Garcia heads it off the bench for the Charlotte Bobcats.
Garcia.
Davis advances the ball. O'Neal rises up. The shot erased by Bronic.
Fouling him was the right play in that situation.
He made sure the offensive player didn't score an easy basket. O'Neal is hit on the shot and will head to the line to shoot two. Rims out. O'Neal comes away empty. The Charlotte Bobcats on a timeout. Ten seconds to get a shot off. Garcia setting up down low. The two's no good. Well, they continue to dominate the defensive glass.
This aspect of the game has been very solid today.
Carter is 4 for 10 from the field. Garcia is met by Bryant. He tees it up. Off the mark from the top of the circle. Garnett is definitely doing his part defensively to slow down the other team.
They're having a tough time making shots.
Doesn't fall. He hits 1 of 2 from the line. Bryant with the ball.
Defensive foul to number 7, Paul Grant.
Garnett is fouled, and he's being sent to the line. Grant left his feet and got himself in trouble that time.
He bought on the pump fake, and once he was in the air, there was little he could do to avoid the contact.
The pass stolen by Davis.
That's a definite mismatch when you compare his offensive ability to his man's ability to defend. That's not a matchup the defense wants to see. The Bobcats are trying to stop them, Marv, but nothing is working.
It's tough to slow down a team that gets hot from the field. Smith from down low can't find the hole.
Detroit has been extremely effective defensively over the last few possessions.
The other team is having a very difficult time scoring. Finger rolls good. Overton bringing it up court. Garcia, not a lot of space. Can't get it to fall.
Run 5 up, 5 up.
10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Garnett played by Smith. That's a matchup in his favor.
Look for him to go at his defender and try to get some points.
Yes. Nicely done by Carter. Davis taking a look from the right side. Bryant elevates. Bryant is 10 for 16 from the field.
Into the game for the Detroit Pistons, number 1, Tracy McGrady.
Brings it up court. Carter is not buying. Out of bounds on the loose ball. Pierce steps in from the bench for the Pistons.
Number 34, Paul Pierce.
Fires from downtown. No good. He rejected from behind. Overton alters his shot. He earned that one. The defender was coming, and he had just enough to get it off and hit the shot. A terrific play by McGrady. Advances up court. The pass played perfectly by Pierce. Kidd handling. Pierce tries the three. Good for three.
Kidd showing some nice passing on that play. He gave it to him right where he needed it to score.
A terrific interception by McGrady.
Bobcats foul to number 4, Jeff Trepanier. That's his second personal team foul. Number 4.
McGrady was hit on the attempt and is sent to the line. Good on the first. He makes them both. Entering the game for the Pistons.
Number 11, Yao Ming.
The Charlotte Bobcats pass it around, looking for a hole in the defense. With the shot, hits for two. From the low block, counted for two. Overton defended by Kidd. Smith with three on the clock. The three doesn't go. Misses the two. Rebounded by Duncan. Ronick surprises him from behind. Yao blocks it. Trepanier with the block. Nicely done by Kidd. He changes direction. Puts it down with power. Can't hit the close one. Yao adds another rebound to his stats. Here's Duncan. Layup's good.
Marv, let's watch that one again.
Smith surrounded.
Smith isn't having much success. He's below 20%.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
McGrady tries the jumper. Can't hit for two. The two's no good. Another rebound by Yao. Misses from the perimeter. Duncan from in close, able to finger roll. Four to shoot. Trepanier on the pull-up, gets it to go from the right of the circle. He crosses over. Here's McGrady. The three is off the mark. Kept alive by Duncan. Overton advances the ball. Only 5 left on the shot clock. 3 to get it off. 2 seconds. Beats the clock. It's no good. He had to throw it up.
Yao able to force the shooter into a bad shot with the shot clock winding down. Some nice pressure defense on that possession.
McGrady covered by Trepanier. He has the mismatch, and he's going to try and take full advantage of it. 3 to shoot. Yao with 3 showing. Shots no good. Misses the mark on the hook. He grabs the rebound. The Charlotte Bobcats to call for the backcourt violation.
Great defensive pressure, Marv. They forced him into a backcourt violation. Strips it. He pokes it away and takes it from him.
Here is tonight's player of the game.